Hey guys, Sam here with D-Life HD. I think this is my face reveal. Aside from being on some thumbnails in our channel banner, this is probably my face reveal. Big deal. But an even bigger deal is what we're talking about today. We're going to be unboxing the Skyward Sword Joy-Con. That's right. We're going to be unboxing these bad boys, taking a look at them, and then we're going to be tearing them apart because there's been some rumors out there that Nintendo's made some possible changes to these that's going to improve Joy-Con drift. So we're going to open these up as well as an older pair of Joy-Cons and take a look at what changes have been made. Alright, here we have the box. Let's go ahead and get with the unboxing. Now, I haven't bought a new pair of Joy-Cons since the neon yellow released alongside ARMS, and that was a couple of years ago, so I'm excited to see if these have changed at all. There have been some rumors that the insides, like I said, have some added pads that are gonna hold the controller basically tighter together, which is gonna prevent Joy-Con drift. We're gonna have to see, but I know a lot of people have been doing that as a fix recently, and so I'm looking forward to seeing that. Oh man, this is beautiful. Look at that, you got each Joy-Con on the side there. And as a bit of irony, I'll show you my other pair of Joy-Cons. This is actually my first mismatched pair. My original Switch came with a gray pair, and then I bought the neon yellow. But on my neon yellow, I had put on some Mario 35th anniversary stickers, and ironically, you got the left is a blue and the right is a purple, which is exactly what these look like, except for that you got a kind of deep blue and this is more of a sky blue, but still, I thought that was kind of funny. Anyway, let's go ahead and tear these open. Alright, here we have on the right, Joy-Con R. Comes out of the little plastic bag and then it's in another plastic bag. Understandable though, because man, that is beautiful and you want to keep that protected. It's hard to see it, but there is a little Triforce just like there would be on the Master Sword emblazoned on that. That is absolutely beautiful. It's really, really hard to show you on camera just how beautiful this purple is. It's very, very deep purple. Alright, let's do the next one. Here's the Joy-Con based off of the Hylian shield. That is beautiful. That is astoundingly beautiful. Look at that. Matching buttons and everything. That is a very deep blue. Now, okay, so I don't regret having two pairs of blue and two pairs of purple. Or two purple, two... Actually, I guess I could mix and match them. Yeah, because these are a very, very dark color. This is beautiful. And I've never had a color like this. All I have had in the past is this neon, so together these are impressive. Oh, honestly, look at that. That's pretty beautiful as a pair. Alright. So we've got our two Joy-Con. Now, I think it's worth checking out these grips, even though I don't use these too often. I do occasionally, and with a game like Skyward Sword, it makes sense. That's a nice white. Not often we see a different color than black, and especially if you look at the straps here, you'll see that they are designed with a special color braided into the cord. So we'll put those on as soon as we get both of these out. I want to see if they differ at all. I don't think they do. I think these are going to be pretty much the same. Yep, looks like they're basically the same. Cool. Well, let's go ahead and slide those in. See what they look like in there. Ooh, nice. Very nice. All right, let's do this one. I'm noticing these go on a lot easier than the ones in the past did. Oh man, feels so weird. A lot of times when you get a new controller, and I haven't had a new pair of Joy-Cons in years, all the buttons are just so clicky. Whew. And I washed my hands really, really well before I did this because I don't want to get gross, nasty fingerprints all over these beautiful Joy-Cons. But I will say, it feels like the finish on these is a little different than the Neon. This feels like more, they're both matte finish, but this feels a lot more matte, a little more resistant, and this is a tiny bit more glossy. Just a thing worth noticing. Alright, let's go ahead and tear these down, because as much as I don't want to tear apart my beautiful new Joy-Cons, I want to give you guys the full scoop, and so we're going to tear these down, and we're going to compare how they look internally versus some of the older ones. So give me 1 minute, I'll move this out of the way, and we'll get started on that. Alright, so for the purpose of this comparison, I've decided to tear apart 2 of the right Joy-Cons. We'll start with the original. Now the first thing you're going to need if you ever decide to tear down a Joy-Con is a tri-tip screwdriver. Nintendo's really bad about not wanting you to tear apart any of the stuff that they've built. So they always use these tricky tri-point screws, but it's nothing you can't get past with a little bit of just a search on the internet. Get yourself one of these tri-point screwdrivers and you can tear these down no problem. Alright, those are all out. Now let's go ahead and pry this apart. You gotta be careful when you do this because there are some ribbon cables you don't want to get severed or disconnected, but there's also a little bit of stickiness that they put on the inside to make this somewhat difficult to get apart, so you got to get past that stickiness. But here we go. There we go. Stickiness overcome. Alright. So there we have the guts. Let's go ahead and take out the battery. I'll probably use a screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, just to be able to pry underneath there. And I'm not looking forward to doing this with the brand new Joy-Con. Don't recommend trying this at home. So this is gonna be stuck because I don't think I've ever taken apart the yellow one. I've definitely taken apart my grays, but not my yellows. Once your battery is out, you're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver to be able to get out some more screws. I'm gonna use this one. There are 3 screws that hold this piece of plastic in place. Alright, and so with that we have the guts of our Switch. That is kind of pointless, but once we get this one taken apart, we'll compare to see what the joystick looks like. I don't want to take it apart, but I gotta do it for science. Alright, so here we have 2 disassembled Joy-Con controllers. And yes, Nintendo has made a change with this. So here is my Joy-Con controller. This one originally experienced drift and I sent it in for repair. Upon repair, they added these 2 foam strips which apply pressure to the stick. And it's kind of hard to see, but with this new Joy-Con, those foam strips are installed by default. They were added as a countermeasure against drift. Now it's still not a perfect solution. Drift still does occur from time to time, but this is definitely the best fix we've seen so far, because this Joy-Con has not drifted again since I got it repaired. And in the past, I've gotten them repaired and they did not put these strips on, and those were the ones that tended to drift again. So this is a good countermeasure against drift. Definitely not perfect, but I did want to show you that Nintendo is taking that action from the get-go so that you won't have to send it in for repair at least as quickly. Alright, I'm going to reassemble these Joy-Cons and then we'll meet you again for the outro. No Joy-Con were harmed in the making of this video. And there you have it, the Skyward Sword Joy-Con unboxing. Hope you feel a little bit more confident about picking these up now that you know Nintendo's taken preventative measures against Joy-Con drift. If this video has been informative to you or enjoyable, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more fun videos like these. Also, let us know what you're thinking of Skyward Sword and these beautiful Joy-Cons in the comments down below. And if you want to keep the conversation going with us even further, you can join our Discord server. We'll have a link to that in the description. But until next time, guys, remember to always stay 1-up.